Good morning, this is Tracy with Whispering Willows Homestead, and I thought I'd bring you along on a tour of my winter garden that I have. Winter here in Southern California is a very short growing season, and then we put in our spring beds, and I didn't want to have too much growing that will prevent the starting of my spring garden, which my spring garden, there's more vegetables I like to grow. And so I want to be able to get that in before the heat comes in. I am in the Mojave Desert, and the heat comes very quickly. So these little starter plants here, these are black kale, and they've been very slow starting for me. This is one of my broccoli plants. And somewhere, I'm not sure who to give credit to, I was watching a YouTube video that said that if you take the center broccoli out, cut it off before it forms too long, then you will get more broccoli on your plant. And so I thought I would see what would happen on the broccoli if I did that. And sure enough, I have broccoli florets growing everywhere in here. They're not as big as the center head would be, but there's more of them. And so I'm going to today harvest, and I'm hoping that I will get more broccoli florets that I can have another harvest on them again this year. And I did purple cabbage. I love to can spiced cabbage, and I use the purple cabbage for that. And I also use the purple cabbage, a mix of that and my green cabbage for things like my coleslaw and sauerkraut. So here's another broccoli plant, and the purple cabbage again. And then coming into here, I have these here are little finger carrots. I do remember the names of this one here. Another broccoli plant, and you can see where I'm getting more of the florets on this one. I will also I'm going to be making a vegetable stock and my broccoli leaves, the greens and the cabbage greens that are not on the head, just the outer leaves in my stock, the vegetable stock that I'm going to be making. Here's a smaller broccoli plant. And the celery was grown to go into my vegetable stock. And it's definitely time to be harvesting this. It needs to be up this week. Another broccoli. Some carrots. And I have some radishes. I can't remember the names of these radishes. I'm going to have to look them up. They were absolutely delicious. It is a seed that I purchased from Baker Creek Seeds, and it is a light orange radish that tastes like a combination between a radish and a carrot. It's a very sweet radish. And my garlic. Have some cauliflower plants that are not doing as well as the broccoli and the cabbage. They were planted a little while after them, so I'm hoping they get grown before the heat comes in. Onions. Another cabbage is not as big as the others. That there's an oregano. And I have thyme and tarragon and lettuces and a sage. My herbs, I believe they will all come back after the cold weather.